Hello! Today our Bible study takes us back to this wonderful book of First Corinthians where we're in the first chapter and we're going to verse number 18. Now remember yesterday we talked about Paul was giving an exhortation, he was preaching, and he said that he wasn't called to do baptism, but to preach the gospel or the truth of Jesus Christ. Now let's jump right into verse 18. For the preaching, or for the expounding, the proclaiming of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto which are unto which are saved, it is the power of God. This is important. You see, we sometimes can get discouraged in our testimony. Ministers can get discouraged in their preaching. Teachers can become very discouraged in their teaching when people aren't listening. And when we tell them how important the death and the resurrection of Christ is, and we explain to them the importance of the cross, they just don't hear. To them, we're being silly, we're being foolish. But to you and I, it is the power which saved. It is the power of God. To us who are saved, it is the power of God. Now, I did, and it's on my Facebook page, and you're welcome to go there. The link's in my bio. And read the detailed study that I put up today on the importance of the cross. Jesus at one point told his disciples to take up their cross and follow him. Now, I've heard a lot of things about the cross throughout my life and what that means to different people. We got to bear one another's burdens. We got to make it through the storm. Our cross is our storm. Our cross is our lack of finances. Our cross is our sickness, and so forth. But I'll challenge you with a different thought. The cross, in my view, and in the scriptural context that's easy to connect to, is the spirit of love in which we must carry. Jesus said to love ye one another as I have loved you. That was his new commandment unto us. To love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, mind, and soul. To love thy neighbor as thyself. And to love one another as I have loved you. Loving can be a burden and a heavy load for us. But notice what else he said. He didn't just say, take that love that I have given you and you adorn yourself in it, you live it, you breathe it, you sing it, you preach it, you teach it. He said, but follow me. Follow me. Too many times we start the journey and then we get sidetracked by the cares of the world. And I want you to hear me on this. Some people are going to listen, and we're going to reach a few of the lost sheep, and they're going to come to Christ. Some of those who have backslidden will realize their sin and come to Christ, and some will go away. That was a very distressing thing for Jesus. In one place he had to flee because of their unbelief. But you and I, we hold firm. We keep loving. We keep doing that which is right and that which is good. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. In another place, he says it like this, thinking themselves to be wise, they become fools. See, lots of people, they think they're so well educated. They think that they've got the superior knowledge. in this day and age in which we live, people like to brag and have pride and call themselves masters at science and masters in theology, and they go for degrees, and they don't know Jesus. They don't preach Jesus, they don't teach Jesus. And thinking themselves that they're so far above that. People who won't accept Christ by faith and will not share their love with others by faith. You see, the reason that we carry the cross of love, and the reason that we share it one with another, and the reason we keep on loving the ungodly and those that persecute us, and those that stone us, and those that hate us, is because we have faith that that love of Christ will somehow reach them. And if they refuse it, then we understand that God will bring them to their knees. For every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess before Christ. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of the world? Hath not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? And He has. You've built lives seeking for fortune and fame and money and trying to be a star. You know, one of the most foolish people I have ever heard is the guy who's leading our country, who keeps telling you what a great IQ he has and how he can solve all the problems in the world, and only he can do it. That's the kind of baloney the devil tells you. Come, follow me. I'll solve all your problems. And he never solves problems. He creates bigger ones. The devil isn't your friend. The devil is the deceiver. And he comes to you in many ways. Sometimes by the person sitting on the church bench beside you. Sometimes by the co-worker. Sometimes by your children. Sometimes by your spouse. The devil will enter into whoever will allow him. And he has one goal. And that is to destroy you and your faith and to damage your love relationship with Christ. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. Jesus said, I came unto my own, but my own received me not. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So you see, we don't give up and we don't quit. And though people call us foolish for preaching that God is love and that Jesus can change your heart and that there is a chance for you to change your life and to start again, that you can have true happiness, true joy, true peace, that your character can be the character of the loving Christ Himself by yielding yourself unto God. But it is all up to you. And it is by the foolishness of preaching. Preaching what? Preaching the Word of God. Preaching theology isn't going to do it. Preaching science isn't going to do it. Preaching things that just because somebody famous said this or that, that's not going to do it. We have got to return to the rock of our salvation. We've got to return to the very root of the tree. We've got to begin to teach the living water and the bread of life and the Word of God and return to that foolish preaching that many might be saved. May God bless you.